Often the first objection we get when we start talking to people about giving more in business or contributing more to their community or their society or a cause that really matters to them is, I don't have anything to give, or I don't know how. I don't know what I can give. I don't know how I can contribute in a bigger way. And firstly, the reason to contribute is that making a meaningful contribution in our lives, whether it's through our business or our everyday life, our spare time, if you've got it. And if you're a small business owner and you don't have a whole lot of spare time, don't worry, we'll work on that as well. One of the reasons we really want to give more and really have a meaningful contribution to society is because it makes us happier. People contributing to something meaningful to them really matters to them. They are healthier, they are happier. Research tells us that they have much better health indicators than someone who is not regularly giving. So yes, individuals who give are better off, but that's not usually why we give. That's just like a happy side effect. When we are giving and contributing in a meaningful way to a cause or a community, then that community is stronger. So if it's a cause that you really care about, or it's your direct community, or it's within your family or your local school, whatever it is, if you are spending some of your resources, now resources doesn't just have to mean money, if you are spending some of your money or time or skill sets towards contributing to something in an altruistic way, meaning you're not doing it to get something in return, you are far better off in life and the people around you are far better in life. And all ships rise with a high tide. So there's a lot of people who want to give and they want to give more, but they just don't know how, or they don't think they've got something to give. So I'm going to tell you 3 ways you can start really developing the habits of giving in a really small and simple way. So the first one that I'm going to say is share something that you love. This is just like a matter of flexing that sharing muscle so that it starts to become habitual and natural to you to be able to do. Research tells us that if you have a piece of chocolate cake, let's say it's your favorite cake, and you share it with someone that you love, you will get much more joy through your body from having shared it than if you got to eat the whole piece of cake on your own, even though you're now only getting half of it. Sharing really stimulates a lot of joy within us, and it's a very small way for you to give, to really start to flex those muscles in feeling what it's like to contribute or be generous. You're starting to train your body to know what it feels like when you're giving. So that's the first one. Share a piece of cake, share something with someone. Share your favorite book. Next time you see an opportunity, share it. The second one is for a week, if you can't manage a week, do a day, answer questions with something other than I don't know. So wherever you go to answer a question with I don't know, think, how can I contribute to this conversation in a more meaningful way? That is a really small part of being able to give more of yourself, more of your knowledge, more of your resources. This is a small way that you can still have a boundary for yourself, and you can say, hang on a second, I'm not just going to say I don't know because it's not helpful. I'm going to feel what it feels like to say, hang on, I've got something to offer. Even if you don't know an answer, think of something other than I don't know, so that you start to think, what is my solution going to be here? Because that's a really important step in training the muscle towards giving. What solutions can I come up with that actually make a difference? And the third one is give of yourself in conversations. And so this is similar to not answering with I don't know, but when you have someone that you feel really safe and loved by, how can you give more of yourself and not get defensive? So whenever you've got a hard conversation, maybe in your workplace, how can you choose giving over retracting? Okay, it's a difference in our body. We feel it physiologically. When we feel defensive on the back foot, we go backwards and we don't want to give more of ourselves. So how can we protect ourselves with a strong sense of where we stand? So this is where integrity comes in, ethics comes in. We don't have to go into all of that, but just notice, where have I gone backwards? Where have I got defensive? Or where have I tried to pull parts of myself away? How can I give myself a safe setting to step into a conversation, step into what I need to do now so that I'm partially giving of myself, so you again start to flex that muscle. Just to recap: 1, share something you love, maybe a piece of chocolate cake, maybe something else. 2, answer questions with something other than I don't know for a day or a week. 3, notice where you're going backwards and where you can step forwards in a conversation so that you can give a little bit more of yourself just to feel that in your body. Stay tuned for the next video because we will talk about what will make it really easy to start building giving into your life or into your business. Stay tuned.